Those are not statements that I ever heard when I was sitting in the pews at this church. Did I ever hear him make remarks that could be considered controversial while I sat in the church? Yes.
You can walk out of a church. I mean, you can go up to a pastor and say, this is wrong.
And as I said, Anderson, if I had heard any of these statements, I probably would have walked out, and I probably would have told Reverend Wright that they were wrong. But they were not statements that I heard when I was in church.
So no one...
Did I ever hear him make remarks that could be considered controversial while I sat in the church? Yes.
And the church ever said to you, man, last week you missed this sermon, Reverend Wright said this, or, I mean, I think I read in your book that you used to listen to tapes of Reverend Wright when you were at Harvard Law School. So you had no idea.
I did not. Well, did I ever hear him make remarks that could be considered controversial while I sat in the church?
The flip side of that coin, then, you were the only Republican calling for a withdrawal from Iraq. Would your supporters then, if you're not going to become president and be in a position to affect that, would they be better off voting for the Democratic candidate?
Oh, I don't think so, because I don't think they're very sincere. I mean, if you look at Obama's voting record, I mean, he has voted to, not to end the war. He has voted to finance the war. So his rhetoric is playing to the people that come my way, but he is every bit as much of an intervention. He wants to send more troops into Afghanistan. He wants to broaden the military. So I think it's a fraud what he's talking about when he wants to really get out of Iraq.
Me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, I see skies all